Hello guys and welcome back to another Legio IX Hispana replay. I'm doing another Company Fields 2 replay for you guys today. This is not one of my tournament ones today, this is just a normal one that I played with a friend of mine. It is a 3v3 and as you see there is TK421, my friend AIM Emerging Yeti and me, AIM Legio IX Hispana, against Fists of 414, Willie Dalton playing as the Americans, and I'm not even going to pronounce that, some Russian name against the Soviets. So, this is a good map. I like this map, and I don't like this map. I like it if you can get across the river without dying, because the ice is very fragile in places. And let's just say for Oberkommando West, because me and my friend are playing as Oberkommando, and my other teammate is playing as the Wehrmacht, is very deadly for massive tanks. I'll show you the levels. So, 1-star level 20, 1-star level 45, and a 2-star level 51 against a level 30, a level 57, and a 3-star level 100. So they definitely have the level rank. Well, let's see how the game goes. Right, I am purple, and I am moving up my troops to the left side of the field to try and capture this point. I had no hope, I had no aspect of all of thinking about how I would capture this point, because I thought they would not go for them, because it's closer to them, as I thought, because we've gone for that. I would have thought they would have gone for that. So I send a unit over, and I'm capping this point here as well with my other one. So if we look over, let's go get some first combat here. He's going for the fuel as my friend Yeti is going for the point. And we're capturing quite a few points at the same time here. One there, one there. MG42 coming up by the Wehrmacht, very good early game. Help us stop some of that. Help us some of that pesky British infantry and American infantry. Position could have been better, but you have to put it up quickly, so I understand. Pardon me. Right side, good use. He could do to bring those. Yep, there we go. Bring them a little bit closer to the fighting. Good. Bringing them to this side is very good. Cover, and it's only one window. Why would you bring more? He's bringing more troops in to try and take the MG out. It's not going to work. It's an MG42, and he's bringing another one up as well. So I've had no contact on this side, and I've got free reign just to push however I want. So I'm just going to cap all this. So in the centre we have good building placement for the MG. That infantry should be pulling the hell out of there right now. If we look on this side, hasn't lost any. Well, it took a little bit of a damage on the Cern Pioneer squad there. Far right side, Engineer squad just using to push. Or I would push up and try and cap this, to be honest. On the centre, they're having slightly more luck, and it has an MG. The British has a Vickers MG emplacement there, which is quite scary. Places I'm up to take out my friend's Volksgrenadier squad. I see this, and as I'm not being challenged over here, I'm going to use 2 units of Stern Pioneers to flank around the side, like this, and to try and take out the MG and try and split up some of these places. So I told him to stay in the area, but don't engage the MG. So he's got in that building. It's an alright building, but still, so I'm coming across here. I have to come around here to actually fight it, but instead of doing that, I'm just going to point blank range it, and look how many troops that loses. Look at that. There you go, and he runs in, and he's just lost a Vickers MG. So I'm going to take that Vickers, and I'm going to retreat this unit to get it leveled up again. Got my first base coming out being built, and I'm going to start fortifying the area over here to just hold this area. So at the moment I'm helping Emerging Yeti cap this point here, and I picked up the Vickers machine gun, doing alright against that actually. But he brings in an M19 heavy Maxim machine gun. However, it's not as good as the Vickers, and as mine was set up first, it just did pretty a lot of damage to it. So I've got some mortars on the field though. That American mortar is going to be a pain, and we're going to have to deal with it at some point. Heavy American push on the very right side. He's placing down some mines. Let's see what's happened. So I'll get the hell out of there. You know there's a mine. He didn't get a chance to. Oh, that was brilliant. He knows there was a minefield there, and he still walked into it. Like, look at that. It's just really good mines placed by the. I can do it as well if I wanted to. If I went with the fortifications doctrine. So let's slow it down. Let's slow it down to slow motion for a second, guys. And let's go for the doctrines. It's a very busy game. We don't want to miss any good action. So I'll keep you in the centre because that's where most of it's happening right now. Okay, so on the Allied side, on the Allied team, we have a British player going the Special Weapons Regiment. I really like this doctrine against armour. It is really good. Those tank hunter infantry sections will do a lot of damage to light and even medium armour. The resupply half track is really nice, bringing up Piets to friendlies on the front line. It's not even you, it doesn't have to be your own units. Like you see, you got an American or you got a Russian that needs some anti-tank capability in units. You can drop some Piets for them. You can resupply from this half track. You can also get this special Vickers machine gun, which is really good. The hold the line is also another very good tool. If the British has got units in the front, all the frontline sectors on the right side, it presses that and Hawker Typhoons just come strafing down. All infantry gains a defensive bonus in the meantime. Concentrated artillery fire is really good, and a Vanguard Operation Crocodile, which is a pretty much a crocodile with a flamethrower as well. If we look on the, hasn't picked a doctrine yet. The American, it's a bit strange how he hasn't picked one yet. Shock, he's gone shock mortar heavy tactics, which is an absolute pain to deal with. So we've got shock troops, armoured vehicle detection, so he knows if he's got any armour on. Conscript repair kit, very good for repairing damaged structures, vehicles and bridges, so it's helpful. IL-2 precision bombing strike, this can kill a Panzer IV. Don't think it can kill a Panther in one hit. It can really damage it, and the ISU 152 heavy assault gun is a really good unit. It's a very good tank destroyer. On my side, Yeti's gone for the special operations tactics. Radio silence is good, the infiltration tactic units are very good. The infrared STG package on the Obersoldatin is a very good. I like to have a mix. If I have this doctrine, which I have gone before, I usually go like 2 Obersoldatin with that and 1 with the MG for long range, because they're really good. They can fire through smoke. The artillery flares is a nice recon, and the Panther command tank, so an all-around nice, supportive, as well as a nice late-game tank. So if we look at my Wehrmacht teammate, he's gone the close air support doctrine. I really like this one as well. The reconnaissance and the supply drops are really good, because that supply drop only costs you manpower. So late game, that is very good. The Stuka, you've got 3 Stuka bombings, so you've got an anti-infantry strafe, an anti-tank strafe, and the bombing strafe, which will do a lot of damage. And I haven't decided to go with doctrine yet, so we'll see until what I pick. No spoilers for you there. So as I said, I fortify on the right side. I think how this one's going to get. He's going to build some sandbags on the right side. Enemy has been able to retake the centre though, but we have both points, so that shouldn't be too much. So I've had to pull back my troops to heal up. This MG took a lot of damage to mortar fire, and I've got another one over here, so they're going to heal. Nice flank going on here. I'll put up the full speed. Nice flank going on here. How this unit's just too badly damaged, but you can see how much damage this thing will do at close range. Before I had to pull back, it even managed to kill the unit before it pulled back. And yeah, he's now coming in with 2 Volk squads, which should be enough to overrun these, as long as it says out of range. One's upgraded with an STG package, which is very good as well. So that unit will need to pull back. I wouldn't plump them up a little bit though, it's better, and especially as you know there is some mortars on the field as well. MG, great MG emplacement there. I would pull that back and get it healed, personally, to this position here that the Commando has, because other teammates can use it. Panzerschrecken, oh, Panzer Grenadier, very good unit. Let's see what he does with it. Look at the Allied side. Ambulance. The ambulance bring out, like it. Good for healer units. Army-wise, Britain's not doing that well. Mortar emplacement being built, so that's going to be pretty dangerous if he gets that up. Bren infantry section, Piet infantry section, and some Royal Engineers. So pretty small army right now. What are you doing? American as well, pretty small army. If you look at the Russians, the only one bringing out a lot of stuff right now. MG, conscript squad, shock infantry, flamethrower, engineer squad, and 2 mortars. Quite a lot of mortars on the field. If you look at our teammates, I have got a pretty healthy army. 2 Volks Grenadiers with SGG packages, 3 Stern Pioneers, and a MG34. Yeti, 4 Volks Grenadiers, a Stern Pioneer and MG34 as well. TK, he's bought 2 engineer squads, 3 MGs, I believe. Yep, it's a half track. I'm not sure if he's upgrading that to the flame projectiles, because that can actually reinforce units. And he's bought a Panzerschreck infantry with a Panzerfaust, because he's expecting some allied armor coming out soon. Bit preemptive on that, but okay. I have finally got my doctrine. I've gone for the Overwatch doctrine with the Goliath forwards and receivers. It's more because I've seen these guys are quite good in tanks, and going tanks, and I saw the guys gone the recon support The one basically with all the airstrikes. So I thought the early warning flares that will appear at the points I capture on this side, if I capture any points on this side, will helping be able to do some very nice airstrikes. As you see, me and Yeti try to do, or attempting to do a push on the right side, but those mortars are really badly hurting us. Vickers doing alright there. I took from him. That's still on the field. I managed to kill that infantry section, but I'm going to have to pull this guy back without... I wanted to pick up the P. I did manage to pick up the P actually. So I now stole a P from the British. I did try and get out of there, but that grenade was there, and I lost my Vickers G, unfortunately. But you know, he's finally going to pick it back up. I believe he's going to pick it up. Yeah, he picked it back up. So for an MG that I didn't actually earn originally, did all right with it. Got to a star. Did all right. Looking back at base, Yeti has forgotten to put his forward headquarters on the forward fallback points, which is a bit of a shame, really. We are doing alright. They are on 200 points. We are pretty badly hurting them. However, they are starting to push and they are capturing the centre. Good job there by the Russian player. Half track going in. Those mortars are that mortar emplacement is really annoying. Not annoying us right now because he has that as well as 3 mortars nearby as well. So we really need to try and push that as soon as we can. On my side here, I have brought my second vehicle up, and I am just waiting for the supplies, I believe. Yep, I've got enough supplies now, so I will be building my base soon enough. It sometimes glitches out when you order it to, and it takes time, so now I'm going to be getting my Panzer headquarters, which is very good. I'm just saving up my troops here, and bringing up my other MG, and I've got the Goliath here as well. The Goliath I accidentally set to fallback point back at base. It's quite strange how it does that. I think it's at the right points, that's something. Goliath very good, depends what I can do with it. So he's building a Boffers emplacement in the centre here. It's very dangerous because Boffers will really hurt the enemy. 2 flamethrower squads. I like the idea what he's doing. He's doing a lot of damage. However, I feel like he's going to lose both those squads now. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Boffers machine gun in. Boffers heavy emplacement. Oh, that's going to be a pain in the ass for all our infantry that wants to get through. But we still on the left and right. I have the right side very heavily, you know, pinned down. I haven't got a lot of units there now, but I've got 2 units of Volkswagens in heavy cover, so if I need to, they'll hold out long enough for me to pull back to my base and send some reinforcements over. I'm going to send my MG34 over to get the centre, and I'm going to move both of my pioneers back to link up with this pioneer squad, and we're going to go and start capturing these points on the right side to hurt the resource flow. So in the meanwhile, I'm going to put this MG here just to make sure they don't push and flank us around here. A lot of condensure for the British player. He's starting to get a decent sized army, the British player now, with emplacements. So the American is starting to bring out a decent army as well, and the Russian player is losing quite a bit. His army hasn't really gotten any bigger. If anything, it's gotten smaller. I don't know what he's saving up for. Probably because he's saving up for some armor. Let's have a look what he's got back at base. He's got the tank command. So T-70 assault gun. You would have thought a T-70 would have been nice actually. Those mines are doing really well. Bit of a way. I think that was just a recon. No, a bit of a waste of a strafe for him, in my opinion. But he still managed to push them back and do a lot of damage. Like the full-blown British retreat there on the right side. Very good work. But those mortars, I would pull that MG back. Those mortars, you don't want to not. He's constantly reinforcing, so yeah, he'll be fine, I think. But even that many mortar fires is going to kill the unit eventually, so you need to be careful. You're just running resources. He even has a mortar half track, which is even more annoying. So I'm moving all my infantry now, include the MG now, over to the left side. I'm going to do a full-on push to capture these 3 points, because these 3 points are giving them quite a bit of resources. And if I cut these resources off for this, we're doing well. The one thing they focused all 3 people on the centre and far right side, with only 2 of our guys really defending it with some support now and then from me. I've got the left side locked down. They're leaving me unchecked on the left side here. So it's a really mistake that they should be attacking on 3 fronts. If they're attacking on a very small front there, which is very easy for us to fortify in the long term. I don't understand why you bring a rear echelon unless you wanted to heal something. Do you have any more rear echelons? Is that the only one? Because yeah, it's the only one, so you wanted it to heal the tank or something, or build something, I'm presuming. So emplacements. That mortar half track is really annoying, guys, again. So we need to somehow figure out how to deal with this massive artillery clump that is here. Very high tier mortar here. This is pretty annoying Yeti over here as well. He had to do a full back of his infantry now. Back to his base, I believe. So I'm pushing pretty heavily, nicely, unresisted to these points here. Got an orbital dart with the MG40, my word, sorry, the MG40, oh my word, MG42 light machine gun. There we go. I couldn't think of it there, guys. Oh, MG34 light machine gun. There you go. I got it wrong after all. I'm pretty sure someone will quote me on that at the end of this video. So on the right side, very clumpy British clump. Especially, you do not want to do that, especially when your guy that's your first thing has the Stuka air support doctrine, which he can do a strafe run. He has unlocked the strafe run, so he can do that right now. He has got the supplies for it. So I've fully captured the entire left side right now. So I'm just gonna, with a lot of troops. My army is quite big right now, as you see. My army is quite big, and I haven't lost much. It's all at full health. Not much vetted, to be honest. I haven't been doing that much to fighting because my side hasn't seen many combats. So I'm sending 2 Stern Pioneer squads over to the right side to do a flank. I don't know what was here at the time because this is fog of war. So I decided to do a push over here just to see if they had anything. So I'm just waiting for I believe it's my Goliath to come up as well soon. I don't know when I do, but I'm positive I do flank with these 2 units. I might flank. Oh no, I'm waiting for the Orbital Darted as well, so I'm pushing with all 4 units on a heavy flank to try and cut them off here. I see it is a bit risky because I know if I have to retreat, I've got a feeling I won't retreat through. I've got a feeling I will retreat through here, so there's some possible losses by the Bofors and that Vickers machine gun. But I feel confident, so I'm going to send a massive flank over this side. I am bringing the Goliath in as well, so we'll see what happens. Been pushed back quite heavily on the right side and the centre, so it's time for me to start doing some damage for them. So I get a very nice shot in the back of them here. Flamethrower unit, bit of a shame, and this is the British infantry with the 2 mortars are coming up as well actually. So I pick a very good time to do this. So I kill the half track, and he pulls a lot of stuff up right now. So I decided to get the heck out of there. Bit of a grenade that was thrown, I don't know who by. I could have kept the Orbital Latin in there a bit longer actually, but I didn't want to risk it with the amount of infantry. So I'm calling it a Panther, I believe now, to help our allies. Yep, my Panther is inbound, and it's going to go straight for the centre to push back these Bofors emplacements and all these mortars. Because the amount of mortars they have, I don't see any AT at all yet, and I didn't know I thought they would have at least a AT gun, but they don't. So at this point, I decided to bring. Unfortunately, had to bring it across the ice, which is scary enough, anyways. So it goes across the ice. So at the moment, there's a counter assault going in the centre. So against the Soviet shot troops, it didn't work very well. However, my tank's doing alright now, so it's decided to engage it with this Bofors. The Bofors itself won't do much damage to the tank, but the amount of mortars that will hit my tank will actually do quite a bit of damage, as we'll see. Bang. See, it will start doing some damage. Just the amount of stuff that's there. I just wanted to kill this. Right side here, they do have the British have an AT gun that should really move it around to face me, and there's also there's another Panther. That's why our teammate TK421 has it, and he's bringing in a munitions cache, which is good for him because he needs the munitions, I would say. I pulled my tank back now. It's took a decent bit of damage. Got an MG42 on it now. But I had to get out that ball for replacement, so it's not as dangerous for infantry around this area now. My infantry has all healed up now, so I'm going to send it out again. You got to love the German armour, the German infantry in the winter camos does look pretty nice. Just going to heal this tank real quick before I go with 3 Pioneer squads that I still have, and this Goliath that's been sitting here for still a while. I forgot to move it in, I believe. Left the MG here, just in case they try to push. I believe I move it this way and he does flank me and kill it, which is unfortunate for me, but I do command a nice counter on that. Right side, he's bringing the AT gun here and the MG side. I see what I can do. I forgot how much damage this thing could take. So I should have done a head-on assault first and then brought that in behind it. But he got very scared, so he pushed his mortars back right off the bat. So that's his mortars out of the way, so it's less for us to deal with. So I moved my tank across with my infantry support. Nice amount of infantry, I thought. Got a nice Piet, so I didn't really need to upgrade to the Panzerschreck on that infantry because they're giving a free Piet. Pushing back that bazooka squad. Very good mortar hit on that MG there. So the Panzer's starting to get some heavy mortar hits now on it. AT gun's been moved into position. I'm not too scared of a 6-pounder. It will start doing some damage if it was actually based at my tank. Right now it's not. I've got an pinned unit. I don't know why. It's not getting shot at. This is getting shot at. Those mortars are doing a lot of damage to this though, so I do have to pull that back. Oh, that's why there's another MG up top. It's got this place very MG'd out, so I need to. I lost. That was a devastating mortar hit for me, and I just have to pull back my infantry now. Yeah, he's pulling up on the right flank though. Gonna try and flank. Great MG position by them. I can't falter it. Has it gone? I decided to push up to take out the mortar position, and I did. Having to pull back because without any support, those rocket launchers will do quite a bit of damage to me. Pulling back across the centre there. A lot of recon over there. Hasn't picked up that. He is bringing it in now. Yeah, but he hasn't picked it up yet. So a lot of my troops have been pretty badly damaged. So I'm thinking now. Okay, you've got a lot of emplacements, a lot of infantry, not a lot of armour. So I'm going to bring a Stuka. It's 100 fuel. It's a half track that fires a lot of heavy artillery shells, which you'll see in action soon enough. More on the right flank here. Not much is really happening. Seems to be a stalemate. Americans pushing forward to try and take this point. Only if we had this MG here to deal with it, but we don't. So I've healed that. I'm gonna start sending troops. They are down to 100 points. We are winning the point war quite nicely, even though we have been pushed back quite heavily in the centre, just due to the amount of fortifications we have, especially as a quarter pounder is being built, which can penetrate the Panther armour, and there is some more AT being used in the centre as we see right now, and the suit. So we have got some enemy armour. We just saw that thanks to a recon by our teammate. Sorry guys, I'm coming down with a bit of a cold guys today, so I do apologise for the sniffles. See, I moved the MG over here because I thought because he started to recap this point here. Because I own this point, he's not even getting any resources for it, so it's quite funny really. It's capping this point, so our teammate moves, our SD teammate moves up to try and take that out, and we'll recapture that point. So right now, nobody's gaining any points right now. I'm massing up my troops, and I'm going to go for another counter-offensive on the right side, right centre basically. Got the Stuka in. So I think I asked for a reconnaissance by Yeti, I believe, to do his artillery flares, which he did do. And thanks to him, I now see the centre pretty nicely. So I'm going to do a artillery barrage on this. If I knew about all this over here, I would have happily done it over here. So I move the Stuka up beforehand and fire the artillery, as we'll see. Let's see the impact. He moves the MG out to that position, so So it was a bit of a waste of Stuka, to be honest. So I didn't get really I didn't get the best known on the area because I would have done it over here. I got very lucky because I didn't even know I had the unit there. So I'm moving my infantry, of course, now. Just push this MG back. There's nothing anything here of any danger. My Panthers in here as well. There is 2 Panthers by our ally, and I believe it's a command Panther. No, there's a normal Panther. Oh, is it a command Panther? I'll just double check. No, it's a normal Panther by Yeti. He was going to bring in that command one, but he forgot. So it's a shame. Great Stuka bomb here, killed a lot of enemies, especially the AT as well. That quarter pounder though, doing some damage. Yeti I need to pull that back because it's going to do some damage to my tank. I'm usually not used to being purple, you see. So right, so there's been a push on my right side by the American player at last. So I am going to lose this MG before I can try and get it out of there, unfortunately. But that means I now know they're coming, so I'm going to move some troops over there to deal with that eventually. A lot of us clumping up on here for a push. I'm going to move my troops back, I believe. My tanks move back as well because I need to get it out of there. It took some heavy damage by the quarter pounder there. That is a very powerful gun. 17 pounder. I think if it gets on its side armor, it will destroy the majority. If it hits its rear armor, the Panther's engine will just go and it'll be a sitting duck. 2 shot. It's a minimum of 2 shots, maximum of 3 shots on its front armor. That quarter pounder will take out any take out a Panther and a Tiger. I think Tiger could even two-shot it probably. So I have to pull back from that. Always got to be careful of this ice. So look at the British armies right now. British army, some infantry sections, what is this? A AT gun, sappers basically. So basically Royal Engineers with a Piat, and a ZIS division. I just picked up a Russian field gun, and I believe this is a. It's not even the resupply half track, is it? No, it's just a normal half track. I don't see why normal half track. I would bring the resupply half track at least. American got his captain, got his lieutenant, got his major, some infantry. So he's doing a push on my side here, pretty successful one. So my guys are in heavy cover though. So also I decided to use my Stucker, and watch this bit more. That is a lot of American infantry gone. So my idea should be able to do all the majority of what's left off. So I then do a kamikaze push off and throw a grenade and manage to. I don't manage to kill his lieutenant, which is a shame. I would have loved to have killed his lieutenant. But I just repelled a massive American assault on my left side with one Volk Grenadier and a Stucker barrage. So I bring in my MG, pump out another MG and place it in position here. While I pull this unit back. My units are reinforcing and are ready to go out. Right side here, a lot of stuff going on here. Lost a Panther unfortunately due to that quarter pounder. Yeah, his Panther's doing alright. I decided to pump one over and do some support. Those shock troops are annoying. Luckily they're going into a minefield. So bye bye shock troops. And another one there, so let's straight from them and pins them down. And stuck a bomb there, kills this infantry section pretty well, to be honest. I'm moving over my infantry with my armour now to do some help. Managed to kill this AT before just going away. So now we're going for this. Now we're going to go for these positions up front here. Soon, I'm just going to recap this point first, and I believe my army's pretty good. Let's have a look at Yeti's army. 2 Obus Dartin, one with the STGs, one with the MG. Like it, nice variety. 3 Volks Grenadiers right now with the STG packages, a Panther and an MG34. Our teammate here, very Pioneer heavy, so 4 Pioneers, an MG42, and a Panther and another Panzer Grenadier squad coming out. Haven't seen much enemy armour. Probably there's one tank that hasn't really been in the action, to be honest. I would expect more armour from the Russian player and the American. Even the British player could be able to put out a Firefly or a Cromwell by now. Would help. Firefly would help them very much, especially to back up that quarter pounder. That quarter pounder gets flanked by more than one side. The quarter pounder does not have a lot of health, so you need to be careful. So I see this chance, so I am going to move up with my infantry. My Stucker's very close here. I don't know where my infantry's gone. Oh yeah, I send my infantry over to cap this point here. Then I'm going to move over to try and flank. So I tell Yeti, get ready for flank. We're going to push centre. So he gets his troops ready. So I move in my tank. You see, this quarter pounder is the wrong way around. And if he's not turning, see how much damage that one hit did. I do get a shot in the side though by one of those field guns, but I'm willing. It's a Panther, so it can take quite a few shots. And basically, as he didn't turn his, he only just realised, and he's just lost it. I did have a Stucker ready just to hit it in case, but and also we do destroy the mortar emplacement. I'm going to pull my tank back, it's a 1-star now. And my infantry's going to go in, I believe. Oh, it's game over soon because we're on 15 points. Obus Dartin just got a world of pain then. Still a lot of mortars going on somewhere. There you go, right side mortars there. So we've got more armour on the field, we've got better infantry on the field. We recap the centre and push them back. They still own this, but it's pocket, so if we close them off at this point, surrounded. It's a very good strafing run there by our teammate there. 6 points remaining for the Allies. So it looks like it's definitely going to be a win for Team Axis. Well played to my opponents. Thank you all for watching. I will show you the results screen at the end from me and the graphs. And I'd like to thank you very much for watching this game, guys. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment below how you think. And I believe I can show you the results. Match stats anyways. me. Da-da-da. There's something you can do, I'm positive. But we'll quit the match, and we'll see it at the end screen. So both well played. The Allied players didn't really pump on their armour. They stayed. A lot of them just stayed on one concentrated front, leaving me just to be able to flank from the left flank. Even if they just captured those 3 points, put an MG position down, it would have slowed me down, and then it would have been known that I was going to do an offensive there, so they could have put some troops there. So if we look at the personal overview, my best unit was Stern Pioneer Squad, doing a decent amount of damage. I didn't get that many kills due to the fact that my side wasn't the one getting attacked much, but I still got a nice amount of kills, 65 kills, lost the least in the game, 7,000 damage done, did the least damage out of the entire game, but I still supported my teammates very well. Graphs, as you see, the Allied graphs to our graphs. This guy was doing very well. This Russian guy was doing the best. He actually had some armor out. He was doing the best out of his team, in my opinion. Did very well, better than the British player. The British player only did as well as he did because of the mortar emplacements, and he should have pumped out some armor by now. And the American player just didn't do very well. Needs to, for once, as we can see, the decent players for a rank anyway, so they should have been able to beat us quite heavily, as you see. The rank difference is very heavy. Apart from this guy did very well. But Yeti and I did very well also. And against guys like this should have been able to beat us if you looked at this purely rank. So, thank you very much guys for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.